and welcome to Porto. Porto is the second largest town in Portugal. We anchored in the Douro River, which had great and close access to a ramp where we could leave the dinghy. Then it was just a short bus ride into the old part of town. One of the boats in the anchorage had given us their map and pointed out some of their favorite parts of town that we should visit.
This is the biggest town we have visited with Linnea so far. It's a beautiful city, and I hope you like
to join us
when we are touristy in this town.
The train station is from 1903. The blue paintings you see on the walls reflect Portuguese history. The paintings are made from over 20,000 hand-painted ceramic tiles and cover almost the entire building.
So in this building, they test port wine to get this guarantee stamp. So this is the institution in Porto for port wine.
The Wine Institute on the north side of the river offers wine tasting of a few selected wines, but you do the tasting on your own. On the south side of the river, a lot of the wine houses offer port wine tasting and guided tours. They close early in the afternoon, and it was hard for us to fit it into our Porto visit. It's sweet.
Did you like it?
We are not any great wine tasters, and maybe we could have used some guidance when we tasted the wine. But being here was a fun experience too. Porto is maybe mostly known for port wine, and this is a port wine exhibition. So a lot of history about how the port wine came to become such an important part of the city. The old part of Porto is part of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites since 1996. So a lot of history.
It's a pretty cool town.
Very.
Beautiful. A magnificent bridge indeed.
The anchorage here in Porto is pretty okay, except for midday, when there's something strange happening with the wind and the current that makes all the boats just dance around and start sailing. Right now we have the wind coming from out at sea, and we have water pushing from the river outwards, and then we have some tidal currents that are just shifting direction. So we are really close to one of the other boats right now, and they are going that direction and we are going that direction, and our anchor is behind us. So we have run it over, which means that right now the risk is the highest for it tripping and restarting to drag. But this far it's going okay, and we have put out a few drogues to see if we can break the movement forward and keep us more stable. I think it helped a bit, but not as much as we had hoped. So yeah, just keeping a close lookout, and once the tidal current starts going out together with the river current, it should stabilize again, and everyone should stay still. The famous cable cars take you straight up to the bridge, with this gorgeous view over the Douro River to admire on the way. After 4 nights anchored here in Porto, it's time to continue moving south. So let's go!
Oh, the anchor chain was full of fishing nets. It's a pity that a fisherman, yeah, just like settles their nets so they like get loose quite easily, or yeah, or what's happening, I don't know. But it's yeah, it's not good for the environment and so, and it's quite hard when the anchor is in the bow. It's quite far down to cut loose the fishing nets. We are sailing upwind with our genoa for the first time. It's about 6 to 7 knots of wind, and Linnea is doing a bit over 5 knots through the water. So it's really nice sailing today. Quite flat waters, and yeah, it's nice. I think if we had sailed with our self-tacking jib right now, we haven't done much speed, maybe 3-4 knots. I think the genoa is the right sail to use now when the wind is very light around this coast. So it would be nice to test it out more when we have different wind directions and wind speeds. So far, so good. How did our first tack with the genoa go?
Well, compared to the self-tacking jib, which we have been sailing with since we bought Linnea 3 years ago, this is a lot more work, and it requires both of us to be active right now. It's a lot of sail to move around the mast, and a lot of spots where it can get stuck. So I think we will need some practice to get this very good. Or maybe we'll just not tack that much when we have it up.
We need a better timing, I think. And yeah, we have sailed with genoa on other boats before, and yeah, we're just unused to it, I think.
Yeah.
So the genoa is a second-hand Kevlar genoa, more a racing genoa than a like cruising kind of Dracon genoa. So maybe it's not the most like strong or like wear and tear over time, but since it was cheap, and we have never tried it out before, so yeah, we got hand of a second-hand one, so we bought that one, and we'll try it out, and maybe we buy a more suitable cruising genoa in the future. We will see.
Cheers to drinking port wine from Porto, and thanks to you guys who have sailed with us to yet another country. We hope you have enjoyed this week's episode.
And please give this video a thumbs up, and also please subscribe to the channel. That will help us a lot. See you next week, guys, and fair winds.
Bye!
Bye!